Hey guys, this video is to prove a point. Now I've written on this board here, and I hope it's gonna be back to front. Yeah, I hope this flips around automatically. Basically, your emotions here in red are bad emotions, and emotions here in blue are good emotions. So you've got sad, lonely, shame, anger, frustration, confusion, jealousy, upset, disappointed, disgusted, exhausted, worried, or scared. And there's a whole range of other emotions here. And then you've got happy, excited, calm, and confident. And they are. It's just to prove a point. I can't fit every single emotion onto this board. It would be a nightmare, and it would be so small you wouldn't be able to see it. The point is that this is generically, as a society, what we consider emotions to be split into two categories: bad and good. And sorry, there's marker pen all over my fingers. This line, it shouldn't be here. Why? Because any one of those emotions without any balance can be a bad thing. As a society, we need to stop advertising that if you feel certain emotions, then you're a bad person. Jealousy. So let's take jealousy. A lot of people feel shame if they feel jealousy. We are literally shaming people for the way that they feel. Is it just me that sees a problem with that? Let's take jealousy. Oh, and anger. You can use anger in two ways, and it goes for most of the emotions. You can use anger so that you damage yourself and other people, or you can use anger so that you proactively step forward and do something. Anger can be used in a bad way, but it can be used in a good way. Jealousy, if you're jealous of something or a person, maybe, and everybody experiences jealousy, nobody likes to admit it. Everybody does experience it. Maybe not over the same things, but they still experience jealousy. And maybe you are jealous of somebody's career. Now you can be horrible and you can sabotage their career and their life, or you can think, no, you know what I'm gonna do, because I've seen that is something I kind of desire. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a life for myself. You can use it in a positive way, and then is it bad to feel jealousy? No, it's not. If you use emotions to sabotage things, that is when they're negative emotions. That is when it's negative. Negative is not the name of the emotion or the emotion itself. It is literally to do with how you use that emotion. If you feel upset, that isn't a bad thing. You shouldn't have shame or for feeling upset. Not that people do, but people seem to think that if you feel like slightly upset, then it's a terrible thing. No, if you never felt upset, that would be bad. If you were never angry, that would be bad. In the same way that if you were always happy, that would be bad. I mean, I've already covered this, so feeling a sense of euphoria constantly would be a bad thing. It wouldn't be balanced. You need a balance of emotions to keep level and to make decisions and make good choices, and in you need a balance of emotions to be a positive person. When we get rid of this line, when this line goes, and when we tell ourselves, you know what, all these emotions, they don't have categories. They're just one big category, and that category is emotions. But then the only thing that should be categorized is how you're using that emotion. So, for example, if you have anger problems, you know that you're probably using your anger in a bad way, and that shows some self-awareness, doesn't it? If you say, right, I've got an anger problem, I'm going to go and get help for that, then you have taken action and shown some awareness that you know that you're using your anger in a bad way. Anger's not a bad thing though. I've been in situations where people sort of look at me and they'll say, like, why are you getting angry for? Well, and it's almost as if it's an accusation, as if, how dare you be angry? Like, no, the thing is, with anyone being angry, no, if you're on the receiving end of their anger, and you know, not in a violent way. But if you're in, like, say somebody's a bit pissed at you, and because you had a row or something, no, it's not. Their anger is not a bad thing. Like, you can't say you shouldn't be angry. You can't tell somebody they shouldn't be angry with you, or that they shouldn't be angry about something. You can disagree with why they're angry, but to tell them that they shouldn't be angry over it is a bit arrogant. Like it's sort of like, well, you're not allowed to feel things. I don't. It's not a cool way to be. Like, and I'm not just attacking specific people. I think that this is how we are genuinely raised as people. We are raised to believe that our emotions, only certain emotions, are good, and I think this like stimulates mental health problems. I really do. I think that people go through their life genuinely believing that they're a bad person because they feel certain things, or that they shouldn't feel certain things. And why aren't you allowed to feel things? That is, like, even if you feel like hatred, I didn't put that on there. It's not a bad thing to hate somebody. It's a bad thing to act on the thoughts that you might have if you feel like you hate somebody. So the sooner we get rid of this divide of and we just categorize them as emotions and as things that people feel sometimes, but they can use in the wrong way, and that we get it into our heads that even the bad emotions are good, like this, the better that it's gonna be. And I mean that. And this is something that I have learnt about myself, is that I spend too much time, and I know people who spend too much time asking themselves and other people if they're a bad person for feeling things. The answer is simply no, you're not a bad person for feeling anything. And that is literally the entire video. Isn't that, like, ingenious? It stayed under 10 minutes. Wow. Anyway, see you in my next video. Bye.